First, I'm going to start with my audience.
María.
Alejandra.
Jesús.
Pepe Aguilar. Miguel.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Paola Aguilar, and I'm going to introduce you El Día de los Muertos. There's three important aspects to El Día de los Muertos that are what, when, and why the citizens celebrate this event in Mexico. Remember me. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't make me make you cry. Forever, if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you. Each night we are apart. Remember me. Those are some lyrics to remember me from the famous Disney movie Coco, which focuses on El Día de los Muertos. El Día de los Muertos, otherwise known as the Day of the Dead, is a celebration that occurs in Mexico in honor of those who have passed away. It is a day where people can remember and honor their past relatives and friends by making them an altar. In this speech, I will be going in more detail by explaining what El Día de los Muertos is and why it's celebrated and why. El Día de los Muertos is a celebration that originally in Mexico, but is now celebrated all over Latin America and the United States. As mentioned before, El Día de los Muertos translates to the Day of the Dead. Friends and family remember and honor their past loved ones by visiting and cleaning their graves. They also decorate their graves, lay the deceased's favorite food and beverages on their grave. They lighting candles for the deceased ones. They also hang images and religious images as well. They burn copal incense and lay marigold leaves. They bring the deceased prized possessions. Also, in some cemeteries, they dance, they play music, and they display parades. For different reasons, people cannot attend the cemeteries. And some of those reasons are because they live far away from their friend or family where they're buried. Some no longer live in Mexico. Not all cemeteries in Mexico are open 24 hours or during the public. Some cannot make the trip because of disability, which a lot of these people who are disabled, it makes it harder for them to attend the cemetery. But luckily, the tradition has been adapted to these people, and it has allowed them to make altars to the loved ones at their own home. Now that I have explained to you guys El Día de los Muertos, I want to let you guys know why this celebration is so important. The celebration of El Día de los Muertos only happens once a year, but length can vary depend on the region and also tailored costumes. El Día de los Muertos is celebrated on November the 2nd of each year. In the Catholic calendar, it's also El Día de los Todos los Santos, or otherwise known as All Saints' Day. Most, if not all, celebrations begin to prepare their own altars on November 1st because it's believed that the spirits will come at midnight. Because some of them may start as early as October 31st and it will end on November the 2nd. Also, on October the 31st is known as All Hallows Eve, known as Halloween. November 1st, All Saints' Day, El Día de los Inocentes. November 2nd, the Day of the Dead, El Día de los Muertos. In some parts of Mexico, celebrated even longer. In Mexico City, for example, since it's the capital of Mexico, the tradition begins days in advance because they prepare the altar by more detailed, and also they bring persons who are gonna dance, who are gonna play music. They make it more tradition and make it bigger because a lot of people attend this day. A lot of people don't go to school, they don't work, so it's a big holiday in Mexico. And another example is in Aguascalientes, they stretch the Day of the Dead to celebrating about a week, and it's a festival of calaveras, festival of skulls. The festival accumulates in its grand parade of skulls along Avenida Madero. It's a street in Aguascalientes. Now that I have explained to you why this celebration occurs, let me explain to you why this celebration is so important. The celebration of El Día de los Muertos originally came from the Aztecs and other indigenous tribes, and fused with Catholicism in the 16th century. Originally, the Aztecs and neighboring tribes were among the first to celebrate the dead. The Aztecs, Maya, Perpetua, Nahua, and Totonac civilizations have celebrated the dead for over 3,000 years. The month-long celebration was held in the 9th month of the Aztec calendar, which was August. The festivities were dedicated to the goddess of Pictecacutzicul, known as the Lady of the Dead, corresponding to the mother Katrina. There is symbolism and meaning behind the making of the altar for the deceased. The altar is to remember and celebrate their relatives and friends that have passed away, as well as calling for the spirit to visit their own altar. Since it's believed that the spirits are allowed to visit the human world, on November the 2nd, it is believed that the spirits come by hearing copal incense, marigold leaves, and it helps them to guide them from the spirit world to the altar. Their favorite food and beverage and possessions are all spirits to enjoy their favorite and also enjoy their visit. In conclusion, I have explained what, when, and why this famous day of Dia de los Muertos is celebrated in Mexico and the United States and all over Latin America. I hope that this has risen interest in you, in my audience, and that you took the moment to see and to make an altar for your own family or friend that has passed away. On the same note, if you have enjoyed the topic of my presentation and you enjoy Disney movies, I encourage you to watch Coco. It's a great depiction on celebrating El Día de los Muertos. Thank you very much.